Hey everyone. How is everyone doing? How is everything going? If this is the first time we are meeting, I am Leila. I'm passionate about health awareness and helping home-based business owners take their business to the online platform. And I hope that every time you come here, you get tons of motivation, inspiration, and tips for you to go out, grow yourself, and grow your business as well. Remember, every time you come here, I would like, and I hope that I can help you discover your passion and turn it into a profitable online business. So here are a few tips that we can use to improve ourselves, improve our lives in general, and improve our business as well. Make sure that you are able to help people move from point A, which is the point of pain, to point B, which is the point of desire, where they actually wanted to be at. So thank you so much for tuning in if it's not your first time. And thank you so much for deciding to be here and share your time with me, of course. And today we're going to be talking about 5 simple tricks that you can start doing today to stop wasting time. And we know that time is a commodity. Time is something that is very important for all of us. It's something that we treasure. Being a time spending with our families, time spending with our friends, in our businesses, and growing our business as well and growing ourselves. So time is something that we can get control over, not really, but we can manage it a little bit better in order for us to get further with where we are currently. So the more we manage our time correctly, the more we are going to be able to see better results, and the more we're going to be able to focus and, of course, increase our productivity. And once we increase our productivity, we're going to be able to see, of course, greater results for the tasks that we are going to be putting in hand. So it's extremely important to stop wasting time. And with things, sometimes we don't even realize how many times how much time we waste on, for example, Facebook or any other social media. I actually started, I have this rule that I only actually look at my Facebook just before I start working, which is about 7:30, and then only after I finish. So about 1 o'clock, 1:30. That's the time that I will check quickly any social media platforms, and I will reply to all the messages and everything later on, even around 6 o'clock. So to make sure that I don't spend much time going browsing and doing things that will probably be wasting my time, then I have to have that schedule, for example, for social media. And it's the same with email, and at what time do I reply to emails, and what time do I write emails, also everything to make sure that systems are in place, that the time is used properly. So today, how to stop wasting your time. Tip number one is that you definitely need to start keeping a schedule. And this is really important. And I know people say, but if you keep a schedule, then you become this automatic robot person that doesn't really do things spontaneously. I believe in spontaneity. Sorry, the word is not coming. But I believe that you can be spontaneous. You can do everything that you want. But I also believe that in order for you to see better results, you definitely need to have certain things scheduled, including your shower and your and your time with your friends, time with your family. Sometimes it definitely needs to be on a schedule, because the moment you write it down and the moment it is on a schedule, on a journal, the chances that that we do have that those activities are going to be done are much higher than just having it in our minds and saying, you know what, I really need to go to the gym tomorrow. And then you don't go to the gym. And a simple example, recently I used to say I'm going to exercise, but the moment I decided to write that I'm going to be jumping the rope, and I literally put down because this was a time that gyms were closed because of the time that we are. So I literally had to print a schedule, write it down on my journal that this is what it's going to happen. It's going to be jumping the rope for 20 minutes a day at this time. Then things really started happening. So it's important to schedule most of your things on a specific time, and including your daily income producing activities for your business as well. Make sure that you do that. You schedule that. You schedule your that, and you make sure that that is going to happen. You more likely to make it happen if it's already written down and it becomes a commitment. Number two is that you need to have a morning routine. And most people say, again, you're going to be a robot, you're going to be doing things extremely automatic. But the good thing is, the same way bad habits become automatic and we do it without thinking, great habits can also become something that you do without thinking. So the moment you have a great habit, which is a good morning routine, you wake up at 5, you do your exercise for 30 minutes, you go for a run, you go to the gym for 30 minutes, then you do your prayers, you make your intentions for the day, you focus, and then if you have kids, then your kids probably start waking up at 6, then you start preparing breakfast and getting everyone to work. Then those good habits become your routine and you start doing them very automatically. That is a good thing to do, because instead of thinking, what am I going to do tomorrow morning? What is everyone wearing? What is breakfast in the morning? You already know your routine, and that makes you that makes you spend less time in thinking about everything else. So you don't really waste a lot of energy on those in thinking how is your day going to be like until, for example, 10, but you already know exactly what's going to happen. So once the importance of having a morning routine is that you really, really are focused. You really know what needs to happen at this time, what needs to happen at that time. And at the end, you get much more results done. And you also get time to do things that you really need to do. Maybe those activities that will take a little bit of more time from you. So even if you're not an entrepreneur, but you definitely need to start creating better habits for you to start seeing more things, then this is one thing that you can start doing. Basically, start creating a morning routine. Think about your morning. How much do you get done in the when you wake up? Do you first look on your Facebook or your phone, or you first actually start taking time for yourself and to think about what are your intentions for the week or the day that is coming ahead? Really, really important. Tip number 2, have a morning routine. Tip number 3 is that you need to establish your priorities. If you've been here for a little bit of time, you've seen that we've spoken about creating a priority list every now and then, right? So creating a priority list, it's not the same as creating a to-do list. A priority list, it's about all the things that are non-negotiable that need to happen that specific day. And you can divide them into your 4 core values when it comes to your life, right? Is it your career? Is it your family? Is it your relationship? Is it health and fitness? Is it your business? Is it financial? One of those, you can decide what you're going to be doing. I'm just giving 4 as a number, but you can decide what are those core values that you need to make sure that those specific activities get done that day. So it could be one. You could choose one specific priority list item that definitely is not a negotiable and needs to happen every single day on that specific week. And you go and you work for that specific thing to happen. So I actually have it as intentions. Every single week, there's an intention for the week. And sometimes it involves 3 things like work and relationships and business. So that week, those 3 things need to happen. That's my intention. That's what I'm going to be working for. And that's what I am aiming myself to do for that specific week. And once the week is done, I know that success has been reached and it's time to celebrate my small win or big win, depending on how big that priority is. So it's extremely important for you to have this, because again, it's all about focusing your daily tasks into that specific goal or that specific intention or that specific priority for the month, for the week. So that is really, really important for you to do. Not just for nothing, but most specifically because it helps you remember what is your why for that week, and what do you need to do in order to get to that why. So establish your priorities. Start creating a priority list, and a priority list could be you getting up every morning at 5 for 21 days, you doing 21 videos for 21 days. It's really, really up to you. What is it that you're going to be doing and how are you going to be doing? Number 4 is that you need to start developing an accountability system. And If you are on my email list, you guys know that I always sign my email saying your accountability partner, because I believe that one of the most common excuse, not excuses, but one of the most common causes of many entrepreneurs to leave their entrepreneurship journeys because they don't have any support system. So you have to find someone that can really be your accountability partner, that reminds you why did you start what you started, why did you start your business, and what else can you do. Those people or that system that you have in place, your mastermind, your one person, they really help you keep your vision alive. They really help you push yourself when you are discouraged and when you can't see that there's something else that I can do. They really help you understand that this is why you started, this is why we still keep doing what we're doing, because there's so much more that you have to give in. So even when things are rough, your accountability partners, they are going to be there for you. They are going to be there to remind you why did you start. So it's really you have to look at certain characteristics when you're looking at accountability partner or an accountability system. And one of the main characteristics is like people really need to, whoever is going to be on your mastermind or part of your accountability system, needs to understand your vision and needs to share your vision with you, meaning that they have to probably be a positive, and they have to believe that you can do whatever you put your mind into. So it's really, really important to have people like that, people with positive thinking, grateful people, humble people that will not, when you say something that is out of this world or we can't really imagine by the circumstances that you currently are in, they will still say, it's okay. You might not be there right now, but I can see you being where you're thinking about. Because sometimes when you share your big visions with small people, they'll be the ones saying, oh, come on, Leila, you can't do that. Really? How can you think about that? So really be mindful and be present when you're going to be choosing the people on your accountability system. And the last one is about number 5. Tip number 5 is about starting to create time blocking. And this is so important. Realizing that in order for you to get to where you want to get, you need to have things done at a specific time. And I've started doing this again because it's a skill that you start and then you stop, you start and then you stop. So if you have like what are your income producing activities every single day, then you will know, for example, that the morning is your most productive time and you're probably going to start tackling your most difficult tasks. If you go to work, then you will know that between 8 and 4 or 9 to 5, I'm going to be busy with work. But even at work, you can still use time blocking to make sure that you increase your productivity and make sure that you still get time to do other things that you want to do. So one rule that I have, and I started doing this recently, is that I do everything related to work from 7:30 until 4. Then at 4, 5:30, I start building my business, and then I take time to spend with my loved ones as well. So it's extremely important for you to do that. So you can say, for example, from 9 to 10, that's your prospecting time, if you can, and from 12 to 2, that's your follow-up time. Or from 8 to 4, you're going to be writing all those emails, responding, and this is the time that you're going to be focusing on your work. So it's important for you to have those time blocks and stick to them, and stick to those time blocks. I mean, I usually say, okay, from 9 to whichever time I get home, then it's time for me to reply to some emails, reply to some messages, and connect with people as well, because you definitely need to be intentional. Income producing activity, still connecting and networking, it's also important. And this is one misconception that a lot of people have, that once you get online, you don't have to connect with anyone. You don't have to network with anyone. And that is wrong. You still need to network. You still need to connect. You still need to make sure that you're creating really loyal relationships. And those people are going to be the ones that probably are going to give you the best referrals ever. So this is all I have for everyone today. How to stop wasting time. And I have a characteristics of a successful entrepreneur simple guide that I'll be posting the link above. You guys can go and download it as well. And feel free to add any characteristics there that you think, any tips on how to actually stop wasting time as an entrepreneur, as a person. Feel free to share with us as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys again on Sunday. Bye.